Hello, all. My name is Natasha, and I am making another video to express how I feel in regards to the importance of being a business owner. And then, as well as talking about that, I'd also like to get into some of my own business ideas to maybe provide some inspiration or a little bit of ounce of motivation for anybody who hopes to achieve similar goals that I'm looking to achieve, like becoming a business owner and providing your own goods and services to others in the community and feeling lifted and rewarded in that sense. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. I can share some of my ideas and I can also provide some insights as to what I feel it means to become a business owner and why it's so important. Um, so I guess I'll start by talking about how important it is, aside from running a business, to also be able to do other jobs in this country, especially, community helpers, police officers, and firemen, and EMTs, and receptionists in the doctor's and dentist's office. I mean, all those types of jobs are super important, and we definitely need people with that passion and drive to be able to fulfill those positions, of course. But I look at the amount of people who spend their entire life, feeling like they can't really get anywhere, so they stop at these dead end jobs working for corporate America, fast food, customer service. We do need people working certain jobs. We need to be able to get to a grocery store and purchase goods. Although, if we had more business owners who are creating all these goods and services themselves, we'd find more alternatives as well, so we wouldn't feel like we need as many grocery stores, as many restaurants, and that sort of thing, because we'll have people running their own business as opposed to corporate America planting these buildings at every angle, so, and investing all their money into the locations and all that. So I do think that there are other alternatives, but I don't want to dock those jobs and say they don't serve any ounce of importance, because a lot of those jobs do, of course. But let's face it, if we could all just provide goods and services to others and then work together to create more of a sense of community and um, you know uh, give into each other's services and each other's goods, pay money, receive money to be able to make the world go round, that would be a beautiful setup. Maybe we can work to get there one day. It seems like a lot of people lately are aspiring to want to run their own business, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. And um, and I myself am trying really hard to utilize farmers markets for food, the small health food store businesses, people who make things locally, um, try to sell them for money and make their own world go round. I really like to contribute and help for those people trying to get somewhere in life, as opposed to just investing all money into corporate America, knowing that they make billions and billions and trillions of dollars providing their goods and services. I'd like to see more local businesses aspire and really get somewhere and bring customers in and spread their goods and services around, because we know that a lot of local businesses typically care more about the person as an individual who's receiving that service or those goods than the higher up, who are really just looking at the dollar signs in a lot of cases. Um, so, starting your own business, watch YouTube videos on how to do it, read books, take a course if that's what will benefit you. I think that in this country especially, we really need to aspire to do that. I think it could really get us somewhere and give us more purpose in our own lives too, what we're doing. And so a little bit about the business that I'm looking to aspire to run one day. I I really love children. That's what I do for a living. I'm a preschool teacher um, at a Head Start center right now, trying to get by, trying to help younger children aspire to be something great in life, and be themselves, and um, just explore what life means to them. It's a job that serves a very fantastic purpose, but I would love to do something on my own where I can still hold the same sort of influence, but maybe veer away from working for the government and doing my own thing, preferably from home. I am really trying to aspire to purchase some land, some acreage, plant a house on it some way, somehow, over time, and chop down trees, get into permaculture. I've got a close friend who really, really loves the idea of having like a small community of people or a large community of people all kind of sitting on this big acreage of land um, and practicing permaculture, which is just basically agriculture, but in a way where you're not hurting the land, but rather bringing forth biodiversity to the area. So that's something I'd love to do. But also on this, as another side thing, I would love to use that land, use my home to create this program where children and their families can come in, almost like a play group type of format, where they can come in together for a couple of hours or a set time throughout the week, and do all sorts of different learning activities, have circle groups where we can share about what's going on in life and practice turn taking with that, maybe have a really cool talking stick, listen to music, dance, do yoga, um, explore outdoor activities, using nature, climbing trees, picking berries, gardening, doing cool science experiments, I don't know, trajectory experiments, anything in between, honestly. I want it to be a space where children and their families can come and learn and explore different materials in a really nice setting, an aesthetically pleasing atmosphere. And I've got these notes written down. I've got one of my journals that I'm trying to start writing down these ideas for the business in particular, so that way I can kind of get organized before diving right into it and figure out what it is I want and then how I can aspire to go get it. So that's a business I am looking to start in the next year or in the next couple years. As I've stated in my first video there that I posted up, it doesn't matter how slow or fast your pace is, as long as it's comfortable for you and you're working to move further and further down your path. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm not holding too many expectations, but I'm definitely ambitious, definitely motivated to try and make something happen there. So it's a little bit about Natasha's business that she wants to start. I want to call it a creativity palace because that's really what it is. It's going to be a place where you can be creative in any which way you choose to be creative, whether it's through art, through science and math, through literature and storytelling, through dance and movement, um, through exploring nature outdoors in a beautiful setting. Um, I just really, really, really hope that it's something that will happen sooner rather than later. But like I said, if we just start holding these expectations and giving ourselves timelines, we might end up disappointing ourselves instead of holding on to the hope and the faith that it will happen and then slowly beginning to take action. So that's a really good mentality to have. You don't want to disappoint yourself in life. You don't. You just want to keep on moving and see where things go next. So, with that being said, that is a little bit about my business that I hope to aspire to achieve. Um, a little bit of insight as to why I feel that running your own business can potentially hold a lot of significance. And as an ending note, I just want to tell you all that um, if you just go with the flow of things and slowly begin to gather these ideas and put them into action, I mean, knowledge is power, but only when you put the knowledge into action, right? So build your knowledge, take a class, do some research, do some reading, watch some videos, and just take the time to learn about the steps that would need to be taken in order to do that, and realize that it is not that complicated if you just take it one step at a time. So just a short little video for today to hopefully get you motivated and thinking, is that something I can do one day? Is that something I want to manifest for? What will I consider that as an option? Just take the time to think about it and see what happens from there. So until next time, I wish you all well. And before I let you go, let's take a sip of water or a sip of tea, anything that you have near you, juice, soda, anything and everything in between. Let's take a sip. Got a long, stringy herb there. um, Take care, everybody.